Hi, this is Dr. Pan recording from Tucson, Arizona. Today we have a question from one of our YouTube subscribers. Let's do a quick analysis and see how we go about solving this one. To send your own questions, please consider subscribing our channel. Before we solve this one, let's do a quick review and let's see what's important when it comes to hyperbolas. The three things that's most important when you graph any hyperbola is this. Number one, the curve sits on the first term. So if it's a y comes first, then it sits on the y direction. If it's x comes first, then it sits on the x direction. And for our particular case, we were given asymptote and vertex. So we're going to have to use this one, use the vertex to determine where the curve is sitting. The second thing that's important is the center shift. It's x minus cx and y minus cy. So for our case, the center is shifted to -3, -4. So for our case, we were going to be having, let's pick a different color, y minus the -4. That's going to give us the y term. And x term is going to be x minus -3. That's going to give us the x term. So we're looking for y plus 4 term and also x plus 3 term. Okay, that's the point 2 when it shifts. Now the last one is the most tedious one, so let's take a look at it. The last thing that's important is this asymptote box. I call it a box because from corner to corner, it's a box. The size is determined by whatever is decided on the bottom of the denominator here. The ly direction is the length along y direction, how far I need to go to draw this box. We're centered at cx and cy. On the x direction, I'm going to draw whatever I need to draw underneath the x term. From the slope, because we have a line corner to corner connecting and we have a line, the slope is always rise over run. So let's see if we can find all those clues and go through the 1, 2, and 3 and see what our curve looks like. Alright, so the first two steps are pretty easy. Center is shifted to -3 and -4 from the distance formula equivalent. You can see it's x minus minus and y minus minus. So we'll be looking for a term of x plus 3 and y plus 4. Right away you can see some of the terms we can discard them. Second thing is that we have to use the 3 clues basically, the center, vertex, and the asymptote slope to figure out how big this box we were talking about before. From the box we can draw the curve. Now the important thing over here, you can graph this line, but it's a lot of time wasted. What you really need is just the slope, because the slope represents the rise over run, which is length along y divided by length along x, and that's 5/6. From this ratio and center to vertex, we can figure out both of the ly and lx. From there, the rest should be pretty easy. So let's do that. So next thing we need to do is a little tedious, but it's not hard. Starting from the center, we're going to go upward because the coordinate set it's -3 and +1. So basically, we're going to move up 5 units. Now, keeping in mind, if you can draw a small little square on the side, you can see from center, I'm moving 5 units up. And I need to figure out how much I need to go along x direction to figure out what this corner is. Once you have one corner and the center, rest should be pretty easy. So I'm looking for the center. Since I move up 5 units over here, using the slope here, I'm going to calculate how far I have to go along the x direction. Let's do that. Alright, so at last, once we figured out using the ratio over here, basically what I did is the ly is 5 units over here, and this one is going to be equal to what I had. This is ly is 5, ratio is 5/6. So from here, I know lx is equal to 6 units. So here's my box then. I am going to start with this corner, go up 5 units, go over 6 units. Once I found this corner, everything that's dotted in the white lines here is just the mirror image of what I was trying to construct of the box. Once you have the box here, drawing the diagonal, which is cross asymptotes, becomes the asymptote lines. From there, we can just discuss it pretty easily, find the equation of this one we've been working on. Alright, so taking my box, I can finally draw the curve, and we can go back and find out where the formula is at, actually. Let's leave the box right in the middle. Alright, so at last, when we have the center, we constructed where this corner is, and then from the corner we drew the box. The white lines are mirror images of this corner over here, and then from the corner connecting it we have the asymptotes. Asymptotes with the vertex that's given at -3 and 1, we see the curve is actually sitting along y direction. Thus, the y term has to come first. Y plus 4 because the center is shifted, and then the 6 over here is where we calculated the distance that had to move along x, and the 5 is along the y direction. Putting all this together, we got the final answer is this one answer in the box. Well, I hope this helps. Hi, this is Dr. Pan recording from Tucson, Arizona. Please comment, share, or like this video. Together we can make math easy again. Have a confident day.